Hi everyone, it's Mindy with Mindy Eggen Design for Pink and Maine, and today I'm going to be doing some stamping and coloring using the Rain or Shine stamp set from Pink and Maine and also some new die sets. So I'm going to be starting off using this adorable mouse image from the Rain and Shine stamp set. And this is just a cute little mouse with a rain hat and some rain boots and a little puddle there. I thought it was really adorable. There's also a lot of other cute images on the stamp set as well, so be sure to check those out. I will have the Copic blends that I'm using for that particular image at that time up in the top corner there, as you just saw. So I'm starting out coloring on some Nina Solar White cardstock. That is my preferred choice of cardstock that I like to use. So you just use what you feel comfortable with or what you're most used to coloring on. And I stamped it in the Memento Black Tuxedo ink, which is a Copic friendly ink. So starting out with my image here, I just started in with the darkest color first and then blending that out, going from darkest to lightest. This is a really easy image to color in. It really, even though I sped up the video, it didn't take me very long to color in. So I decided to color my mouse gray. You could do browns, pinks, whites, whatever you prefer. I just opted for the gray at this time. And I do typically go in 2 layers. So here I'm just adding in those darker colors again to deepen those shadows. There's going to be a little bit of a shadow under where the brim of the hat, where the hat would be laying on top of its head. And I put a little bit of a shadow under the neck and kind of around the belly to give it a little bit of shape. And just finishing off with that blend. All of the supplies are going to also be listed down below in the video description and my blog as well, so you're more than welcome to check those out. You can reference the Copic colors there too. I'll have that listed out. And I added just a few of the lighter shades to the muzzle to kind of differentiate between the two there. I didn't want it all just solid the gray. So now I'm coming in for my rain hat, and I decided to do a red hat. I love coloring with the reds. So I come in just like I did with the mouse. I did the darkest colors first. And actually what you're seeing here is I'm doing R46 is what I started out with. And as I was blending those out, I love my deep shadows, and I just didn't feel like it was giving me quite as deep of a shadow as I wanted. So I did end up coming back in with the R59. And I'm going to use this same color blend for my boots as well. So I did the darkest parts kind of on the outside of the hat there and where that brim is, and then on the edges of the boots and a little bit on the bottom. And blending that out with my lighter colors, and then just coming back in again with that darkest color just for a tinge at the edges, just to make sure I have nice deep shadows. That's just my personal preference. That's how I loved colors, with having those dark shadows. So now I'm just going to be putting on the final touches of the image, which is going to be the sole of the boot and the water, the little puddle that's underneath. And I just did real basic, a couple blends here. It wasn't anything crazy, just to add a little bit of color to those areas. So I'll go ahead and finish that out, and that's going to finish up the coloring of our little mouse image. Like I said, there are a lot of great images on this stamp set from Pink and Maine, so be sure to check it out. This is Rain or Shine. Next up, we're going to be die cutting this piece out. And Pink and Maine also has coordinating dies to go with this that you can purchase separately. One thing to point out with these dies is when you get them, they are all separated. I mean, it is awesome. You do not need any cutters to cut anything apart. It's already separate, so you can just grab those and go. And I'm going to be using my Big Shot to cut those out. I hold those in place with some Post-it note tape, some of my favorite to use because that Post-it tape does not rip any of my paper. So I just run that through, and I have this perfectly cut out image and pop that up. And now I have this adorable little mouse to add to my card. So next up, I have a panel of pattern paper. I'm kind of having a thing with plaids right now. I really love this pad. So this is from the Rainbow Paper Pack, and it's double-sided as you saw. So I just cut a panel to fit on 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card base. And as you can see there, I was showing you the tag die. And also, if you notice, they're this adorable pink that the dies come in. So I just had cut that out on white paper, and now I'm going to be doing a sentiment on my card, which is also from the Rain and Shine stamp set. So now for stamping my sentiment, I'm laying this into my Misty because I'm going to line this up, close the lid so that the stamp set catches on there, and then I'm going to come in and I plan on doing a little embossing. So I'm just rubbing that down with an anti-static tool to catch any static that was on the paper. I'm stamping this in VersaFine black ink, which stays wet a little longer, and then I'm going to heat emboss this with some clear embossing powder. This just gives it a nice shine. I really like how the clear looks. It's just a little added character to the card. So I'll go ahead and heat set that with my tool, and that will be all ready for my card. And now I can start the assembly of my card. So this is just a matter of gluing everything down in place where I want it, lining it up, getting that tag centered on there. And what I plan to do is I'm going to actually end up popping up my mouse with some foam squares just to give that a little bit dimension. Now I'm just going to add a couple of finishing touches to the card. I will be adding a little bit of a shimmer pen and Nouveau Glaze to my water droplets and the little puddle underneath. And I even add a little bit of the Nouveau Glaze to the nose, just kind of a nice pink shiny nose. And then the glossy dots. Now these are really cool. This is something that is at Pink & Main. I've never really seen these kind before, so these are really cool. You have to go and check them out. Really awesome embellishments. So I'll have, like I said, all the supplies listed down below in the video description and also on my blog if you want to check that out. Be sure to check out Pink & Main's new release. It is amazing. So many great stamps and dies, and there's some stencils on the website, so be sure to head over and check that out. I hope you enjoyed today's video and that it inspired you to create. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed today's card, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And be sure to visit the Pink & Main website, www.pinkandmain.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.